Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I wish to speak in opposition to this amendment. Look, the fact of the matter is, you can claim that these videos are debunked or discredited, but they didn't make up a basin of arms and legs taken from aborted babies. You don't make that up. What about the invoices where there were charges of $800 for a fetal brain? Multiple charges on an invoice, with sales tax even being charged. Those aren't doctored or made up. There was no allegation that invoice was doctored or made up. That sale of body parts occurred. We couldn't get a straight answer from the NIH where they were obtaining the fetal tissue for their research. It turns out that it's a minuscule amount of research that easily could be done with private funds. I urge you, read Section 532. This doesn't say you can't do fetal research in the country. It says we're not going to use federal funds, and I think that's a wise move right now because it's a minuscule amount. There are 2 studies with Zika, just like the chairman said, funded by the NIH. Those studies could be funded by private organizations easily. It's less than $60 million. There are tens of billions of dollars, private organizations, non-NIH funding that occurs in medical research in this country. Not every study has to be done and funded by the taxpayer, especially when a question arises about the ethics surrounding the obtaining of that tissue. We should always err on the side of caution, because there's no research that's not going to be done if the federal government doesn't fund this minuscule amount of research. It'll be done by, I guarantee it'll be done by private organizations. It can be. There's plenty of private money out there. It just should never be done with taxpayer dollars. That's why, and you know, the gentle lady from Alabama said it best. It's an atrocity what occurred in those clinics, where you sold the parts of aborted babies frequently without the consent of the mother. And then we haven't yet gotten all the answers to exactly what was going on. So I think this amendment it's totally appropriate. Maybe at some point we'll find out that everything was done ethically. Maybe. We're not there yet. That's why I oppose this amendment.